The world of South African entertainment has been rocked once again, this time not by a scandal, but by a deeply personal and emotional chapter in the life of one of its most beloved stars. Connie Ferguson, an actress, producer, and household name, has captured headlines with news that she has finally tied the knot again, 4 years after the devastating loss of her husband, Shona Ferguson. Her new marriage is not just a personal milestone, it's a story of grief, resilience, love, and ultimately, the courage to move forward. But what led Connie to this moment? What struggles did she face in choosing to remarry, and how has the world reacted to her decision? Today, we're diving deep into this powerful story, where heartache meets healing, and where love is rediscovered after unimaginable loss. When Shona Ferguson passed away in July 2021, the news left South Africa and the wider entertainment industry in shock. Shona, affectionately known as Uncle Sho, wasn't just Connie's husband, he was her creative partner, co-founder of Ferguson Films, and the love of her life. The two had been married since 2001 and built a reputation as a power couple in the television world. Their love story was one for the ages, filled with devotion, laughter, and joint ambition. So when COVID-19 complications claimed Shona's life, Connie's world shattered. Fans watched in heartbreak as she delivered one of the most emotional tributes ever seen at a memorial service, speaking through tears about the man she had built her life with. At that time, many wondered if Connie could ever find happiness again. For months, Connie openly shared her grief journey on social media. She posted about sleepless nights, moments of despair, and the deep void that Shona left behind. Fans rallied behind her, offering messages of support, encouragement, and love. But while the condolences were comforting, they couldn't erase the loneliness that crept in during quiet evenings or family celebrations where Shona's presence was missing. Connie often shared how she still expected to hear his laugh, still thought she would see him walking through the door. Healing, as she often admitted, was not linear. As time passed, though, Connie began to show glimpses of recovery. She leaned heavily on her daughters, Alicia and Lezedi, and on her fitness journey, which became both an outlet and a source of strength. Connie threw herself back into work, continuing projects that she and Shona had started together. Yet, while work and family gave her purpose, there was still a piece of her heart that longed for companionship, for intimacy, for love. The question loomed in the background: could Connie ever allow herself to love again? The cultural expectations around widowhood in South Africa made the possibility even more complicated. In many communities, widows are expected to mourn for extended periods, sometimes even indefinitely. Moving on is often judged harshly, with whispers of betrayal or accusations of forgetting too soon. And when it comes to someone as high-profile as Connie Ferguson, every move is scrutinized under the public eye. Fans adored her loyalty to Shona's memory, but they also knew she was a woman deserving of happiness. It was a delicate balance. When is it too soon to move on, and when does holding on to grief become a prison? 4 years later, that answer has become clear. Connie Ferguson has chosen life, love, and hope. The actress recently exchanged vows with her new husband in a private but heartfelt ceremony, marking a new chapter after years of loss. The wedding was described as intimate, surrounded by close family and friends, with Connie radiant in a gown that symbolized not only beauty but rebirth. According to those close to her, the atmosphere was filled with both tears and joy, tears for the memory of Shona and joy for the courage it took Connie to embrace love again. Who is this man who has won Connie's heart after such a long and public journey of grief? While Connie has kept details of her new partner relatively private, sources describe him as supportive, kind, and respectful of the love she shared with Shona. Importantly, he hasn't tried to replace Shona's memory but instead honors it, recognizing that Shona will always be a part of Connie's life story. For a woman like Connie, whose love story with Shona was so public and so deep, finding someone who understands that dynamic was essential. In an emotional statement shared with fans, Connie admitted, "I will always love Shona. He was my soulmate, my partner, and my best friend. But life is about growth, and I know he would want me to live fully, to be loved, and to smile again. This isn't about replacing him. It's about continuing life while carrying his memory in my heart. I have to move on." That last line, "I have to move on," has since become the defining message of this chapter in her life. The reactions from fans and the public have been mixed, as expected. Many have flooded social media with messages of support, praising Connie for her bravery and wishing her happiness in this new chapter. They see her journey as a reflection of resilience, a reminder that it's okay to embrace life after loss. Others, however, have struggled with the news, feeling that 4 years is too soon or that the memory of Shona deserves more time. But Connie herself has made it clear, healing is personal, and there is no universal timeline for grief. Looking back at Connie's life, it becomes clear why her remarriage is such a powerful story. This is not just about a wedding. It's about the broader message of survival, of a woman choosing to reclaim her life after heartbreak. Connie has shown, time and again, that she is more than her tragedies. She is a fighter, a mother, a creative visionary, and now, once again, a wife. For many widows watching her journey, her decision may serve as inspiration, proof that it's okay to open your heart again, even after unimaginable loss. As with any public figure, the cameras will continue to follow Connie's every move. Her marriage will no doubt become a topic of endless speculation, debate, and admiration. Some will analyze her fashion choices, others will dissect her relationship dynamics, and many will compare her new love to her past. But if there's one thing Connie has proven, it's that she lives life on her own terms. She has endured the worst pain imaginable, and if she can still stand, still smile, and still believe in love, then surely she has earned the right to happiness. The death of Shona Ferguson will forever remain a cornerstone in Connie's story. His legacy lives on in the shows they created, in the impact he left on the industry, and in the memories shared with his family. But Connie's remarriage adds a new layer to that legacy, a reminder that love doesn't die, it evolves. It transforms from presence to memory, from heartbreak to motivation, from despair to hope. Connie's choice to remarry does not diminish her love for Shona. Instead, it expands the narrative, showing that the human heart is capable of carrying more than one great love in a lifetime. In the end, Connie Ferguson's story is not just about marriage. It's about healing, resilience, and the human spirit's remarkable ability to rise again after tragedy. Her journey is a mirror to all who have loved and lost, whispering that while grief may never fully leave, life still calls us to move forward. Her words, "I have to move on," are not just a personal declaration but a universal truth, because at some point, we all must. And so, as fans continue to process this new chapter in Connie's life, one thing remains clear: her story is far from over. In fact, it is only entering a new, beautiful, and hopeful phase. Whether you agree with her timing or not, Connie Ferguson has chosen love, and that choice alone deserves to be celebrated.